Well, good day, Michael here, and welcome back for the second video of this morning. I wanted to revisit, I've left the case somewhere, the sheath. I wanted to revisit this knife from Free Tiger in dc53. The first time I tested this, I only got around 40 cuts, 30 or 40 cuts. And I was quite disappointed in that, but I actually like the knife a lot with the micarta handles. It's got a very thick blade, it's almost flat there, just a very slight shoulder. It's been CNC'd to precision, and it's got a nice curvy edge, nice belly all the way through, and it's good for different grips. Your finger fits right along there quite nicely for cuts and for skinning and things like that. It's a shorter grip, but because of the very big choil here, it's more of a ricasso I suppose than a choil, but your hand feels quite nice. The only thing is it hasn't got jimping, and I don't want to go through the specs because I've already done that, but very quickly, the cutting edge is about, because it's such a curve, you actually get more than what I'm showing obviously, but it's about 8.5, 8.6 centimeters, but you've got a curve so it's a bit more than that. And the thickness 3.3, and the handle length is about 9.8, but it feels good. It's quite a light knife, and I like it a lot, and the sheath is quite good. I put an ulti clip on it, so it just clips straight into the pocket. Now, because I've been doing some recent tests, and I've kind of discovered that an 18-degree edge with a 3000 grit finish seems to perform the best in slicing this paper. It may not perform the best in actual use, where a more toothy edge might cut through the rope, but in testing the paper, the best performance seems to be with that 3000 grit finish and the 18 degrees. That's what I've kind of learnt along the way. So I'm hoping that this knife will do the same. So I'm just going to speed it up. I'll do the 50 cuts, but I'll just pause it and do the 50 cuts. You're seeing the initial sharpness, and after 50 we'll bring the film back into play and you'll see what it scores from then on. Just to shorten the video a bit, you'll just have to trust me on that. So I'll be right back after 50 cuts. Right, I brought you back in after 40 because I am seeing wear along the edge. So there's a little bit of glitter, and I think it might be coming to its end if it's not already at its end, so I'm going to show you that in a second. So unfortunately for this one, it hasn't made as much of a profound difference as what I was hoping. So I'm kind of glad I didn't go through the full video on it. So I don't think it's going to be much better than the previous test, unfortunately. So let's have a bit of a squizzy at it. Yeah, so you can see it's kind of failing where I suspected. The edge there is just tearing. So the 18 degrees, 3000 grit on this one hasn't made that much of a difference, although they're better cuts, but it's still failing, especially if you go slow, it's going to fail. So unfortunately, the Free Tiger knife is just not performing where it should be at, and unfortunately all the DC53 that I've experienced so far from China, it's all had garbage performance. And if you have a knife that's in decent D2 and you do a cut test, and then you get one of these DC52 knives that you can see straight away the edge is just deforming, and you do the same cut test, I'd be very surprised if in actual use you get good performance out of Chinese DC53. I think it's a scam. I think they're using 7CR or something, and that's what I'd expect, or worse. It's not D2 on steroids. That is just garbage marketing. There you go. It hasn't made any difference, unfortunately. Short video. Sometimes I think that's going to work, and other times, as in this particular knife, it just hasn't made any difference, and it's just hanging up. So there you go. 18 degrees, 3000 grit edge, and it hasn't done any better than what it was before. Michael out for now. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.